You're watching the SA Sports Show. Thanks for joining us. Hope you can stay with us for the next hour. Plenty coming up on the show. We'll run through that in a minute. And as always, my co-host Barry Curtin. Baz, how are you?
Fantastic.
Couldn't be any better than
Couldn't
that.
be better.
Fantastic.
I don't think.
Adelaide's in well, we're rolling along at the moment. Our netball team's winning. Our footy teams are winning. It's a great place to be at the moment.
It is a great place to be. It always is, Adelaide. Great place to be.
It's a bit cool at the moment. It's starting to cool down a
it's a bit cool, mate, but you know...
Won't affect anything?
No, it won't affect me.
Hey, listen, Craig Warman's going to join us in a minute from the Southern Footy League. Mitch Scott and Sam Morgan, of course, the two umpires that are the pre-game to the Power Melbourne game tonight at
Big
Adelaide
night of
Oval. Then Mats Gazunk is going to join us. A young kid, 16-year-old kid. I'm really looking forward to catching up with him. So he was 15 years old when the war broke out last year in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
He then had to transit out with his mum and grandmother. They had to go through a couple of refugee camps, got to Poland where they left grandma. She didn't want to come any further. Then he got to Sydney, then to Adelaide to go in the canoe sprint championships where he won 6 gold medals. Fell in love with Adelaide and the canoeing here, and now is staying. But now he needs to try and raise enough money to get to Italy to represent Australia at the World Championships. So
wow.
It's a great story.
That is a fantastic
I'm really
story.
excited about having a catch up with him. So plenty coming up on the show. And we should talk about the weekend of footy. Of course, let's start with the Power because they were up first on the Saturday. 70-point winners over North Melbourne.
Yeah, and not a game that you want to actually watch again, I don't think. I mean, North Melbourne virtually handballed the game straight to them. They were woeful in their disposal efficiency. It's terrible. On a day that was a perfect day. Now, I think Port Adelaide at one stage scored 9 goals, 5 from turnovers. That's a massive result in there. So really, it's North Melbourne virtually giving the ball back. That's what they were doing.
I'm thinking we'll come back to it maybe if we get time at the end of the show, but North Melbourne, Hawthorn and West Coast, they're in a bit of a mess. And the Crows, 52-point winners over St Kilda on Mother's Day, Sunday.
Good side. Good team.
It's great. And watching the way they build, we said
they're good side, mate. Adelaide are a good side.
Start talking about finals. Big Texie Walker offloaded plenty of goals. So,
well, he's a key. He is a serious key, that man, Tex Walker.
No doubt.
I don't think Adelaide would want him to go down. There's 2 players Adelaide don't want to go down. They're Ruckman and Tex. And quite seriously, they run the show for me. Adelaide are a very improved side. And, you know, I was listening to, I think, the AFL 360 during the week. And Robbo has tipped him to win the flag after round 9.
Yeah.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Well, he's made a lot of statements that have been incorrect this year. I reckon
right.
It's just another
but
one. But anyway,
they're in the mix at the moment.
Yep, tonight, of course, Power sitting in 4th spot. They're up against Melbourne. They're on after South Australia, WA. They're currently playing.
Big night of footy.
7 wins, 2 losses for both teams. Big game. Massive game. Although they're sitting there, they haven't been that impressive, Melbourne. So this is a game where they'll get tested.
Oh, they'll get tested.
I think it's one where one of them gets the chance. I know it doesn't define the season, but we get a better indicator of where they're both at, I think.
Yeah, I think couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
big game.
Right. And of course, Saturday, Bulldogs, Adelaide, that's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
You know, the Doggies, they're in 6th, Adelaide in 8th.
Yeah.
So
another one, isn't it? It's another one of those games.
It's starting to get a gap now between some of the teams, so they're starting to find that out too.
Well, if teams like Carlton and Co are under enormous pressure. Richmond, you know, these teams need to win. They need to start winning.
I think Richmond surprised a few on the weekend.
They did surprise a few on the weekend. But if you look at their lineup, Phil, it really shouldn't surprise anybody. They're still not a bad side, Richmond. You know, they're still not a bad team.
It's that expectation because they've been good for a long time. People expect that to continue. It's not the way it's set up.
They were pretty good the other night, weren't they?
They were, mate. And just
against
quickly,
last year's Premier.
Mate, our netball girls, of course, we mentioned them at the start, mate. 63-46 over the Firebirds on the weekend.
Great
they play
result.
Vixen this weekend. They beat them back in round 5, I think it was. It's round 10 now, so 61-50. So got a couple of ankle injuries. Hopefully girls will be okay with that. And Lisa Walker and David Earl, we're going to do a bit of go off track, mate, on the dirt go-karting. So got quite a few guests lined up coming onto the show. So stay with us tonight. It's going to be very interesting. Time to get off and running. Back with more in a moment.